And then what is one thing that is like your non-negotiable for your healthy lifestyle? So if someone's just getting started, we're going to try to save you from making some of the mistakes that we did. And so we'll give you, I want to give some simple, graspable kind of things that they can do on a daily basis.
As far as my non-negotiable, I'm a very big speaker, especially to my clients, you can put yourself first. You should put yourself first. You need to take care of you, in your health, in your fitness. So my personal non-negotiable is my gym time is going to happen. And I'm going to be that one carrying my meals around because those are my goals. I'm the weird one carrying the gallon jug around. So those are my non-negotiables because that's my self-care. That's my priority in order for me to then be able to take care of my family, my clients, my job, things like that.
What I would have done is I would have hired a coach, and I'll say that because I look back on all the old stuff that I did years ago, and I'm like just laughing at just the craziness, the dieting that we've talked about to try and get that look, right? To try and see, how can I do this? How can I do that? And I'm sure all you guys have heard me say, I create a machine-like environment. And that's what I'm looking for, and whether it's competing, obviously you got to be so robotic. You can't let anything phase you. When you're in those contest prep scenarios, that's one thing. But when we're talking to our general lifestyle, develop those habits where it's getting in water in every day, waking up at the same time, going to bed, creating those habits where it's a healthy habit, where you're starting to not mess with those circadian rhythms, in your body to where you can lead a healthy lifestyle. And we can talk hours and hours and hours about, routines and such, but that is something that is a non-negotiable with me because I am expected to be 100% and I hold myself accountable to everybody. You ladies as coaches, all of our clients, if you guys have a question, I need to be ready. I need to be 100%. So that's the way I feel like by me keeping my routine allows me to be 100% for everybody. And that's something that I hold, myself, my standard to myself, that I need to make sure that I'm optimal at all times so I can be the best for you guys.
A non-negotiable would be putting things that make me happy first. So I guess putting myself first, which is, the gym time isn't skipped. The meals aren't skipped because I'm going to eat because I love eating now. Especially going through, because I'm in healthcare and going through the things in recent years and realizing life is short, just things that put my happiness first is kind of what I strive for.
My non-negotiables is sleep because I am absolutely useless without sleep. So my early bedtime is definitely my non-negotiable. That way I am not cranky. Yeah, that's definitely mine.
My one non-negotiable, that's hard. I feel like I have a lot of non-negotiables. I'll try to kind of put them all in one. And I say this and I preach this to my clients all the time, and that is schedule. Schedule yourself. Schedule your priorities. For me, I know that I have to have a slow morning. You cannot wake me up and have me going a million miles a minute. Me and Steve are opposite in that regard. But I know for my day to be successful that I have to wake up slow. There's certain things that I really like to do in the morning. And so I schedule that time. I have that time scheduled out in my day to know that I do not have to be 100% until here. Same with workouts. If your workout is your priority, you need to schedule that with yourself. You need to schedule that like an appointment. If you have a meeting with whoever in the day, it is scheduled in your calendar and you won't miss it. And I expect for my clients to do the same thing for themselves. So maybe it's their lunch break, maybe it's when they get off of work, but I want them to block that in their schedule, block that in their day, because it just sets you up to hold yourself so much more accountable, and not just to get the physical results, but we know that accountability to yourself does tremendous things for your confidence. And when you can show up for yourself every day, you're just going to set yourself that much further apart and make yourself that much better. So I think scheduling out the things that are important to you, and then also just focusing a little bit more on the internal and not just what you're going for on the external.